Everyone, I am Mike Hadley. I am your instructor for this course. So I am a faculty member in the Interactive Arts and Media Department, and I also am the learning product developer for the School of Media Arts here at Columbia. I wanted to take a minute to do a little bit of an introduction to give you a sense of my background. I have worked in code in a lot of different places. I am a computational neuroscientist turned designer and developer. So I want to give you a little bit of a sense of my path in programming to help give you an idea of the different places that you can hop off in your programming career. So give me a second to switch screens here. So where I started was in the realm of science. So I was using Python to create computational models of biological cells. So for instance, I was doing my thesis work on these cells in your retina that can detect motion. So the idea here is that you study the cells and then you are able to build computational models. So for instance, on this slide, we've got some models of the cells responding to different stimulus. And so the type of coding that I was doing here was very math and science oriented, and it was all about building simulations that try to replicate biology. So a pivot from there, I also got into using my coding skills for building art and producing art. And so that's data visualizations and art installations, but the type of thing that you can do there is a lot more creative. So here, this is like an inverted map of the globe where the paths that you're seeing are all from 16th and 17th century ship logs. So you're kind of seeing the negative image of the world. So, programming can take you in this kind of creative direction where you're actually producing interactive art installations and data visualizations. It can also take you sort of more recently, my focus has been on educational games and educational tools. So I've worked for a couple of startups building different tools. Like what I have here is this card game that is intended for teachers to help them design curriculum around the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. So the game involves picking cards from these different decks to then get a customized lesson plan that you can download and sort of build curriculum around. I've also worked for startups building things like game engines. So this is a sample that I built recently for a company. But, this is sort of an educational game engine that is intended to be really simple and help get kids into programming and into making games for the first time. So the point of all of that is to give you a sense of my background, but also to show you the ways in which there are different paths for you to take if you are interested in programming. So you can head off into design and building applications. You can head off into building backends and servers of applications. You can build games. You can make art installations. You can head off into science. There's just like a huge world that opens to you once you have these skills.